students, see now from the 11th standard motion in the straight line chapter, one interesting question, that is the Ncert additional exercise problem number 3.26. Okay, see this, in this question there are two balls. Let us imagine the two balls. Okay, so that one ball, okay, for identification I used the coin, carom coins. Okay, let us imagine this is ball. Okay, so this is ball 1, this is ball 2. I will throw the ball simultaneously. I throw the ball simultaneously. Okay, but with a different velocity. So this black coin is different velocity, and then red coin is different velocity. Let us imagine if I throw with a different velocity, so after that it will reach the ground in different time, correct or not? Okay, so which is reach the ground first? Okay, the lower velocity reach the ground first, because I throw little bit height only, so it is easily to reach the ground. Suppose this red color coin, this more speed means it will move more height than to reach the ground. So first this black coin reach the ground, next this red coin reach the ground, correct or not? Yes, this is basically winning. So what is the speciality of this case? Okay, so இந்த கொஸ்டின் என்ன டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண போறோம்னா, இப்போ இந்த ரெண்டு பார்ட்டிகளும், இந்த ரெண்டு காயினும், இந்த ரெண்டு பாலும் மேலே போகக்குள்ள with respect to one another, what is the motion of the particle? Okay, understand? Okay, so what is the motion of the particle? Whether it is one dimensional, two dimensional, or straight line, straight line or parabola or helix or something. Okay, then you know one thing, both are traveling, so relative one another. So what is the nature of the line, the straight line or parabolic line? But you know, this black coin is first reach the ground. Then our style. So the red coin only traveling, because initially first this black coin reach the ground. The red coin only the flying. At the time, the black coin won't feel about the red coin, whether it is straight line or not. So we find out. This is the nature of the question. ரெண்டு பேரும் ட்ராவலாக வராங்க, with respect to one another, what is the nature of the line, whether it is straight line or parabolic path, what is the nature of the path? Okay, then after that, after some time, one ball is become rest, another one ball is only moving downward direction. அப்போ இவருக்கு இவரை பார்த்தா எப்படி தெரியும்? Okay, so we find out. See that. Listen. Two stones are thrown up simultaneously from the edge of the cliff. Cliff na ஒண்ணு கிடையாது, சின்ன குன்று. ஓகே, ஒரு பெரிய பாறை, ஒரு பாறையை வச்சுக்கலாம், இந்த மாதிரி வச்சுக்கலாம், அதான் ஒரு பாறை. ஓகே, very regular shape இருக்கு. It is a cliff. Okay, it is a cliff. Okay, so the cliff height is given from the ground. The cliff height is 200 meter. See that? Two stones are thrown up simultaneously from the edge of the cliff, with the initial speed of 50 meter per second and 30 meter per second. So for black red coin 30 meter per second, black coin 50 meter per second. Let's say we take. Okay, so verify that the graph shown in the figure 3.27. So the figure that title is 3.27. So there is the graph between the change in position and the time. Okay, ஒரு graph கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. பாருங்க. It is correctly represent the time variations of the relative position of the second stone with respect to first. Second stone na இது okay, பார்க்கலாம். Okay, second stone with respect to the first. So here declare the air resistance and assume that the stones do not rebound after hitting the ground. அப்போ ஒரு ஸ்டோன் என்ன ஆச்சு கீழே சீக்கிரம் போய் விழுந்துருச்சு, அதுக்கப்புறம் it will not return back. Understand? So in this situation they said gravity value normally taken as 10 meter per second. Then give the questions for the linear or curved path. So அது எப்படி இருக்கும், இந்த பாத் இப்படி போயிட்டு வர பாத்துல லீனியரா ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் லைனா இருக்குமா இல்லை கர்வ்டா ஜெனரலி பேரபாலிக்கா இருக்குமான்னு கேட்குறேன். பார்க்கலாமா? இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கிராஃப் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. ஸோ இந்த எக்ஸஸ் டைம் ஃபேக்டர் 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds like that. Here the change in position. Okay, change in position ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. Okay, இந்த ஹைட்ல இருந்து இப்படி போகுது. ஸோ ஆல்ரெடி இட் இஸ் 200 meter height. ஓகே, அதுக்கப்புறம் இது எவ்வளோ தூரம் ஹைட் ஆயிடுது. ஓகே, ஸோ the height is we know that there is a change in position. So generally it's the position. இது x2 minus x1 நான் சொல்கிறேன் லேட்டா. ஓகே, ஸோ இப்படி ஒரு கிராஃப் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. இங்கே ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் லைன், இங்கே ஒரு கர்வ் லைன். ஓகே, ஸோ இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும் up to 10 seconds it is a straight line. Up to 8 seconds is straight line. Okay, after the 8 seconds it becomes parabolic. How? So we are going to explain the graph. That is the question. Understand? See that. First, now you are standing here above the cliff. Okay, so now you are throwing these two coins or two stones, throwing upward direction simultaneously. Sorry. Okay, upward direction simultaneously, but different speed. Okay, so that one is 15 meters per second, another one is 30 meters. So 15 meters and 37. Okay, this is because it's velocity more. So 30 meters per second. This is 15 meters per second. Then after reach particular height, it is going to reach the ground. So first black coin reach the ground. After that red coin reach the ground. Now both will be traveling. So in this situation, this both will feel straight line. So after 8 seconds, in 8 seconds, the black coin reached the ground. So red coin only flying. Okay, black coin எப்படி தெரியும், red coin. It is not like a straight line. It is a curved line, parabolic path. Because it is one of the heading from path of the projectile is parabola. Actually, about the path of the projectile you are going to study in motion in a plane. But now I am going to say in this advancedly, path of the projectile is what? Parabola. So projectile means initial velocity becomes 0, then it will allow to move under the action of gravity. That is parabola. For example, I throw one ball and give initial velocity. So due to that initial velocity, it is moving up. So now the initial velocity vanishes. After that, it is allowed to move under the action of gravity only. So this is projectile. So what is the nature of the projectile? Parabolic path. I throw the ball like this. After reaching the particular height, it will become the parabolic path. So up to 8 seconds, we feel straight line. After the 8 seconds, we feel what? Parabolic. How? See this. Listen. First, so up to here height is 200 meter. Okay. Then after that, this is moving here. So here to here, the first ball, for example, first ball means 50 meter per second, that ball. Okay, now the ball is here, the first ball is here. Okay, for example, it is the first ball, now the first ball is here. So here to here, the distance is what? The distance is what? x1. So I need this height only. What I do? Yeah, I need this height only. So x1 minus 200. This is what actually s is equal to ut plus half at square. That formula only. S means the position. What about the position? This position only I need. So x1 minus 200, that is s, equal to ut. It is moving upward direction. So acceleration is equal to minus g. So minus half gt square. So x1 equal to minus 200 moving that side plus 200. Okay. Then plus ut. Then minus half gt square. Therefore x1 is equal to 200. What is the initial velocity? Initial velocity what? 15. So 15t minus half into, what is the g value? 10 into t square. So now we want to find the t value. So how much time taken, how long it's taken to reach the ground? Okay, see that. Then how to find? See carefully. So x1 is equal to 200 plus 15t minus here 1 time, here 5 time. So 5t square. So now let us imagine after reaching the ground, what is the height? What is the height? That height becomes 0. So at x is equal to 0, when x is equal to 0, after some time, the time I don't know, so let's say take t is equal to t1. So I can write this equation become x1 is 0, 200 plus 15t1 minus 5t1 square. So in this equation, see that t la t1 மாறிடுச்சு, x1 வந்து 0 ஆயிடுச்சு. Okay, so I can write, see that it is like what is that algebra method. So I will write in the order, first t square upper t like that. So 15t square, sorry 5t square minus 5t square, next plus 15t1, then plus 200 equal to 0. So I will change the sign. So please change the sign. So 5t square, then minus 15t1 minus 200. This minus will come, but 0, no need. Okay. So in this question, okay. So divide by 5 first. So divide by 5 means 5t square become t square. 15t1 become, what is it? This actually t1. 15t1 become 3t1. Then 200 become 40. Divide by 5 what? சரி இப்போதான் நேரத்தில் பாருங்க, ரெண்டு வேல்யூவை இன்டூ பண்ணால் மைனஸ் 40 வரும், அதே ரெண்டு வேல்யூ ஆட் பண்ணால் மைனஸ் 3 வரும். என்ன பண்ணுறது பாருங்க, இங்கே இருக்கு. ஸோ 8 into minus 8 into 5, minus 8 into 5 minus 40, minus 8 plus 5 minus 3. So I can write from the algebra, you know. So in the factors method, okay. So t1 minus 8 into t1 plus 5. இது into பண்ணி இது வச்சு, it is a mean. Okay. So t1 minus 8 equal to 0. So t1 is equal to what? Plus 8 seconds. But why I didn't take 5? See that t1 plus 5 equal to 0. So t is equal to minus 5. Time minus வருமா? வராது. அப்ப என்ன பண்றேன், இதை நான் எடுத்து So t1 equal to 8 seconds. So this black coil in 8 seconds to reach the ground. That's all. Okay, இப்போ எப்படி பார்த்தோம்னா அதே மாதிரி என்ன பண்றேன், இந்த ரெட் காயின் பார்த்தோம். அப்போ ரெட் காயின் என்னது கொஞ்சம் வெலாசிட்டி கூட 30 meter per second. So let us imagine this red coin is here. இவ்வளவு தூரம் போகுது. It is a red coin. Okay, அப்போ நான் இதை அழிச்சிட்டுமா? So this height is now the second. So this height is, I can say that x2. What we do? The same idea. x1 minus 100 like that. x2 minus 100. That's all. See that? x2. So x2 minus 100. So therefore x2 equal to 200. Then here, what is that? Plus 50. Here plus 30. T2. Then as usual I write. So again divided by, so first rearrange this equation. Here 1 time, here 5 time. So minus 5t squared plus 30t2 plus 200 equal to 0. Again sign changes. Here plus 5t squared minus 30t2 minus 200. Again divided by 5. I can write it t2 squared. Here 30 becomes 6 times. Here 200 becomes, here what is it, 40. So here also, if you multiple two value, you can get minus 40. If you add these two value, you can get minus 6. How? Minus 10 into 4. Minus 10 into 4 minus 40. Minus 10 plus 4 minus 6. So one value is minus 6 and another value is what? Plus 4. So I can write the same model. T2 minus 10 into T2 plus 4 equal to 0. So now how I can write? T2 minus 10 equal to 0. So T2 is equal to what? 10 seconds. But T2 plus 4 equal to 0. So T2 equal to minus 4. So time will not come in minus. I will remove this. Okay. So the second coin to reach the ground, its taking time is how much? 10 seconds it's taking. You understand? So the first coin take only the 8 seconds. Second coin take 10 seconds. So initially both will travel. While both will travel, the black coin after up to reaching the ground, they feel straight line only. See that? Up to the 8 seconds, they feel straight line. Understand? Then after the 8 seconds, this black coin is reach the ground. The red coin only flying towards the ground. So in the black coin the number is now. Okay. That's very simple. Okay. See. So the black coin the number. Okay. So this red coin is coming. So what I feel? This red coin, it is not straight line. What I feel this is the projectile. So the motion of the projectile, the path of the projectile is what? Parabola. Parabola is the parabola. So see that? It is a parabola. So up to 8 seconds, I feel straight line. After the 8 seconds, remaining 2 seconds. See that? This is 8 seconds, this is 10 seconds. So what is the difference? 2 seconds. So remaining 2 seconds, I feel what? Parabolic path. That's it. I hope you understand this question. This excellent question. Okay. Thank you.